actually played the game. I just put that stuff together.
Well, like, it was such a pain in the ass to put it all together. By the time you were done, you're like,
You also
and you're always missing a piece. Someone's missing a piece.
And you'll never find it.
Yep.
It's
Well,
just over.
You can also like add in there like Battleship and Operation and stuff
Oh,
like
classic.
that. You know, like the
Classic
classic
chess player,
ones.
like, I love
chess
chess.
and checkers.
Yeah.
I love chess and checkers. Yeah.
Like my
So-
dream right now is to still like it's on my to-do list is build my like Marvel and or Star Wars chessboard with
Mhm.
character pieces on both sides.
I had
So, like,
the
it
same
was-
idea, but I want to do Marvel and DC.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I mean, and they sell pieces in comic books for those. By the way,
Holy
you're
shit.
welcome for telling you.
They're
that,
not
so.
cheap though.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
imagine it's
the-
pretty
the-
expensive.
The comic itself is like $15, and it comes with a chess piece though, which is
I'd have to be rich as hell to do it, but I always thought it would be cool to have a patio chessboard with life-size pieces.
like the big board.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 foot tall
Well,
pieces.
Life-size pieces. That
Yeah.
gets difficult.
What was that on Forgetting Sarah Marshall? There's that life-size chessboard. He's sitting
Right.
there humping the pieces.
Showing him how to pleasure his wife with the pieces.
Sorry, off point.
No, it's good.
No, that is the point.
Always.
So I think we got everybody's board game. Let's move on to another game that most of us have played. What's your favorite spot in Warzone to drop in?
Do I want to take this one? I'll take
Go
it.
for it.
I mean,
Yeah, go first.
the storage. I can't remember.
Storage Town?
Storage Town. Me and my brother and all our buddies. If we can, we try to land there, just because there's so much loot there. Always right
All
off the
the
bat.
time.
You know, you get a gun, you get some armor, and then figure it out from there. That's kind of our game plan.
It's usually a pretty good spot on the circle too. Wherever the circle is, that's usually in it.
A lot of people end up landing there constantly, so you're like looking over your shoulder every time you want to pick up a gun because you think you're going to get murder faced.
That's why I don't go there.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
there is a lot of competition.
If
there
I
to
could
start.
talk my buddies out of it, I would. Let's
Eric-
go to the TV station.
Superstore.
Yeah.
Eric,
Anywhere.
do you play the Warzone?
I've only played it a few times, so I'm not real well averse with the maps. But usually on those battle royale games, I try to stick as close to the middle as I can, just because
From the jump, huh?
yeah, I'm just
Nice.
not that super familiar. So I figure if I'm in the middle, I know the circle's not going to be the reason I get killed. In the
Right.
first
At
20
least the
seconds.
circle's not going to kill you.
I think that's fair.
That's a pretty good strategy.
I mean, I'm just not experienced enough to really get too much further from there.
Experience enough to know the circle will kill you.
Well, I know that, yeah.
It's the deadly storm and gas.
John?
So I've got two favorites in Warzone. It depends on the circle and the flight path, but I really enjoy Promenade and then Downtown. I didn't think I would like Downtown, but recently it's been my main drop point because there's a lot of cover, there's a lot of high ground, and I'm a sniper, so like I love getting up on top of one of the buildings and finding people that are out in the open because there's a lot of open area around there between going across a trench or coming in from the park. So I really enjoyed Downtown.
Are any of you guys one of the guys that like to hop on top of the stadium immediately and start just picking people off left and
We've
right, or
done
at
that
least firing
before.
shots?
We did that before. I actually, my go-to drop-in, and everybody listening that plays with me knows, of course Brandon wants to go at airport.
Hangar 3.
Yeah.
Hangar 3 of the airport is where I go. Actually, I go
There's
to
boxes in there.
I go one of the planes that's parked there, right next to Hangar. I think it's right next to Hangar 3.
Yeah.
That's where I get in first because I immediately have cover while I open crates, get my gun, and then try and move on. Sometimes it works, other times it doesn't, but it's a great spot to go ahead and load up. There's usually, well, the orange crates are in one of those planes.
There's at
Yeah,
least the
one of
usual
them.
good
One
like
of them.
assault rifle and maybe a
And
shotgun or
LMG
something.
or something.
And then I really like to, once I do that, make it to the edge of the map. Not circle, map. Because then I can know that my back's safe. And then I just kind of hope that that edge of the
Rotate
map
Yeah.
rotates in. So I always try to get a gas mask immediately too. But yeah, that's it. That's our Warzone question. Anybody else want to take the next question?
What's your favorite MCU film?
Ooh, we're going to start with Matt on this one.
I think everybody here knows it.
Yeah, I know, but-
And Doctor Strange.
But why?
No, we don't have that kind of time.
It's good.
You know what? I just came up with a really good question that we might cover later.
We'll get to it.
Otherwise, if we ask it, we're gonna go way off subject here because I'll start talking about it too. So yeah, let's move on. What do you got?
Personally, my favorite is the first Ant-Man. Paul
Really?
Rudd. Paul Rudd.
It's a fun movie.
Paul Rudd
It's a
killed
good
that.
movie.
Baskin Robbins always finds out.
Yes. It was witty. It was awesome. Not to mention the villain Darren Cross. I thought they portrayed him pretty amazingly.
Yeah, he killed it.
Yeah, I like that actor very well.
He
too.
put fear in people when they watched him for some reason. Like he did a very
He was
good
very
villain.
menacing.
Yeah.
It's like that sociopath attitude.
Yeah, he was like scary.
Well, like he tries to shrink the guy. He ends up turning into a glob of blood and goop, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna flush you down the toilet." That's the end of that.
Yeah, cleans him up with a tissue
Right.
and moves on.
Personally, that's my
Goddamn.
favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one to pick though.
Mhm.
No, I don't hear people say Ant-Man very often, so cool. I like that. What's yours, Eric?
Thor Ragnarok.
Nice,
Yeah.
good choice.
Always
good
That's
choice.
an
choice.
easy choice.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. That was of all the ones I saw in the theater. That was the most fun I had.
Hmm
Oh man, I
That
missed
was-
out on the theater viewing for
That was a
one.
blast.
We saw that in the theater, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Good.
Is
John?
it to me?
Yeah, yeah.
So I am gonna go with Civil
Can
War.
I guess it? Oh, damn it.
So I really enjoyed Civil War because it introduced. What were we gonna guess over there?
Thor
Black
Dark
Panther.
World.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
I've never ripped on that movie before.
Never.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's your
but
least favorite.
I really enjoyed Civil War because it introduced new characters to the MCU, which is awesome, and then it split the teams up, and it was really character driven and conveniently Bucky, killed Tony Stark's parents, but whatever. But it was still a good. I enjoyed it though. I mean, it was a good one.
That was a great film. I really like Zemo in that film too.
Yes.
Yeah.
They-
Although he didn't have the mask on, I thought it was awesome.
yeah, but they made him make total sense. Hmm.
It was so good.
I think my favorite MCU movie to date is definitely Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice.
You can leave now.
No, I think my
you.
yeah, John just got up and left.
He done.
My absolute favorite has to be Endgame. It just that was
It was everything.
that's the only time I've ever been in a theater and felt those kinds of emotions. Like, of course, I love the first Iron Man and Captain America: The First Avenger because I thought they nailed Red Skull.
Oh my god.
I
no.
loved Thor because I was like, holy crap, they're doing this. And then I loved Ragnarok because I was like, oh my god, they're doing this, but keeping it entertaining.
Right.
And Civil War gave us Spider-Man, which I was like, cool, now we get to see Spider-Man fighting someone who flies, Falcon, which was the Vulture. So it was like kind of telling us what Homecoming was going to look like.
None of us really knew what to expect when we saw Spider-Man in Civil War, so.
I thought it was cool because I looked
was
at
awesome.
his suit and I go, that looks like Steve Ditko's.
Jesus.
But Endgame, it's the culmination of everything. So my favorite MCU movie by far is Endgame.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good choice.
You can't go wrong with that one.
You can. My
Thanks for
God,
joining
I-
us.
I love that movie 3000. The dude came back with 2 beers.
He's going down so smooth. I can't help it. I mean,
He's not messing around.
All right.
this is a very intense AMA, so.
This is. Speaking of intense, this next question is absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want Justin to read this question
Yeah.
because
Okay.
he can barely even think about it without laughing.
Oh my god, it's so funny. Alright, so, if you were impotent, who would you choose out of the podcast to impregnate your wife? Taking all requests.
Oh man.
Cue the awkwardness at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Do we have to answer?
I mean,
Is that required?
I mean, we don't have to, but
Do-
it's an AMA.
do we
feel like
even
you
know
kinda
how-
I feel like we have to answer.
Is this you have to have sex with them or it's a turkey baster?
Let's go turkey baster.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Okay,
Because-
that's easy.
No feelings hurt, nobody's
Yeah.
worried about anybody else.
Turkey baster.
Alright.
Yeah.
Still a difficult question to
It's
answer.
tough.
Like,
Because
super
I still have to
difficult.
look at this kid every day, right?
Can
Right,
we
right.
ask who
And
asked
look at the guy.
question?
Oh, no. I'm going to let you know who asked all these
Okay,
questions when we
okay,
get to the end of
Okay,
them.
cool.
Because then we'll move on to the next patron.
That's
Okay,
my fucking
so
girlfriend. I'm gonna flip.
You'll find out. You'll find out. So anyway, so far we are all doing questions from Rob Ryan, our most recent producer level patron, and I'll let you know when we move on to the next ones. But guys, if you're impotent, who would you choose out of this show to impregnate your wife, turkey baster style?
Can I go first?
Please.
This might seem awkward, but
There's no way to avoid
Actually,
that right now.
if it's
Eric, I want your seed.
Okay.
And there's the podcast title.
I want your seed.
Where's the rim shot, man?
AMA, I want your seed.
I honestly thought it was going to be Matt because you're like related.
We look like twins, so I don't want another one popping out that looks like me.
So you go there. Okay. it's
For
fine.
good reason. Can I explain why?
Yes, please.
His intellect.
Oh
He's got a
my.
lot. He's got a lot up here.
Oh my. Are you sure? Or do I just fake it till I make
Hey,
it?
you fake it till you make it.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Which is just as good.
Yep.
No. I like that answer.
Hey, if you can't dazzle him with knowledge, baffle him with bullshit.
I
alright?
tell you what.
All right. Congratulations. You're up next, buddy.
I knew that was happening. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So, I don't know. I think I'm gonna. Okay.
Why is it none of us want to make eye contact with me?
Yeah, I know this got awkward.
Guys, I already
I'm just
broke the ice.
straight
Let's
at
be
the
real
camera
about
the whole
this.
time. I'm not looking at anybody else.
All right, so strictly on the fact that of anybody in this table, he's the one I've known the longest. Matt, I'm going with you.
Oh, well, I'm
All
honored.
right.
I'm honored.
Oh, you're
know who's
honored?
next.
Does that mean he gets a free pass?
No, it's your honor.
I don't
your
really,
honor.
I don't really know how to take that. Thank you.
You know how you take it? Into a cup and hand it off.
There,
Okay.
there you go.
Put it into a
And now it's your turn.
Now it's your
Now
turn to
it's
answer
my
the
turn.
question.
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, no problem. If you were impotent,